Hi, I'm Lindsay and I'm from Ventura, California. Today I want to talk about our local transportation options in Ventura and explain why they are not working. So a little bit about me. I'm human, not a robot. I'm a girl and I'm quirky and sometimes impulsive. My favorite exercise and activity has to be hula hooping. I love hula hooping. Some people say that I'm strong. I have some brain damage from a series of strokes that I had when I was younger. And because of the stroke, I have right-sided weakness, and it's hard to move sometimes because it's so painful. I have a hearing disability. I am blind. But all things aside, I must say I am unfortunately fortunate. On a positive note, I did graduate college with a bachelor's degree in business communication. I own two businesses. One is website design and graphic design. The other is I create jewelry, such as this one. I live in Ventura, California. The reason for this video blog is the transportation that is provided to us in Ventura. I absolutely 100% believe that Ventura needs a better transportation system. It's the only way for people like me to grow. So what do I think about the transportation in Ventura? Thumbs down. I really don't think that it's all bad. I mean, it's cheap. So let's talk about unreliable. Number one problem that we have here in Ventura with transportation is the scheduling. Sometimes the buses run every 20 minutes, sometimes every hour and a half. I've had buses that were late, and I've had buses that drive right past you. Let's talk about locations. So most of these drop-off areas and pickup areas are close to shopping and schools and hospitals. The buses are really cheap, but there's more cons than pros, unfortunately. In Ventura, you really get what you pay for. The bus companies are pro-profit, and most, if not all, of the locations for pickup and drop-off, they are mainly focused in areas where the bus company sees the most profit. Scary parts of town. People have to make money. It's a business. There has to be a line. It needs to be a public or community service more than a business. As an avid bus rider or city bus rider, I have been taken to the most shadiest parts of town. I've been in very interesting situations and some very unsafe situations. I notice a lot more drop-off and pickup areas near shopping centers rather than where people can get jobs, or, where I can get a better job than just flipping hamburgers. Me personally, and I know that this is an issue for a lot of people in this town, we're missing out on a lot of job opportunities and important goals, that we set in our lives. There's not enough locations. Uber is really great. I think that's probably going to be the top contender in my mind for the moment, but it really adds up. Let's talk a little bit about inner city transitions, where the bus drops you off and then you take another bus to another city. Just recently, I was offered a job in Santa Barbara. All I had to do was have reliable transportation, and I thought I did. I signed up for this program in Ventura for the disabled to pick you up at your door and take you to wherever you need to go. It probably wouldn't be a straight shot to Santa Barbara. I at least thought there would be a dial-a-ride or something to take me the rest of the way. Come to find out, my transportation that I had set up in my brain, they don't go to Santa Barbara. There's no transfers to Santa Barbara, nothing. Santa Barbara has their train that runs, it looks like every 5 hours, which is not reliable at all. And then we have a Vista bus that goes to Santa Barbara from the government center, and it goes to Cottage Hospital, kind of where I needed to go. But the problem was that it ran only, I think, every 2 hours or so, and then it would stop at 8 o'clock in the morning and then run again at 4:30. So that's not really something that I could utilize. I've been to Santa Barbara a couple times and I've used their city bus up there. And again, it seems like the better transportation options in that city are in the shady parts of Santa Barbara. Unreliable, and I don't think it really does a whole lot of good. If I wanted to be reliable and keep this job for more than a day, then I need a car. We're really missing out on a lot because of our below par transportation system here. So in conclusion, I think there needs to be better transportation for people that want to have a better job. Yeah, I think there needs to be better transportation everywhere, not just in Los Angeles. Los Angeles, by the way, has very good transportation. We're missing a lot of our city access due to lack of pickup areas and drop-off areas. One other thing that I would love to include in the conclusion is fair pricing. The buses are great. They're great and cheap. They're not perfect, but I wish, there was something like Uber and as cheap as the city bus for people that need to get to work and, again, better themselves. And lastly, I think that whoever is going to change this whole system should be listening to people like me, the potential customer.